it going, guys? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. I'm Jake, and I'm joined today by my father, Bob.
Howdy.
It is currently Friday, and my dad just started to buck up some of this maple here in the pile behind us. This morning, we finished up splitting the rest of all the ash that I have on the property. I'm gonna have to go source some more in the coming days, but we're gonna start on this maple now, which will go on the big pallet pad behind the camera to season for next year. My dad's using his new Stihl 261C.
All right.
How do you like
Great.
it?
It's great. It's lighter than the other one that you took from me.
The 362.
The 362, and it's a dream. And I bought a sharpener, a steel sharpener.
Yeah, I just used the new, I forget what it's called. It's like a
Ah.
steel sharpener that holds a flat file and the round file, so it does both the tooth and the raker
And it's
at
angled.
the same time, and it's all angled. It's great. I was a little apprehensive. I'm kind of old school. I like to file with just a round file and then go back with a flat file. But this thing was great. I threw the Farm Boss in the vise, and it sharpened it up. I can't wait to try it in a minute here. But what do you got going on next week?
Well, yeah, I'm here to help for as long as I can. And Tuesday, I'm getting a rotator cuff surgery here.
The second one.
This was 5 years ago. Now this one, and I'm going to be out of commission for the winter into the spring.
So one of your last wishes before the surgery, you just want to cut some wood?
Just make sure you have enough for me for the winter. That's all.
Yeah.
But I'm earning my keep to get some wood if I run out. But I have plenty. And you're going to get dry ash from me.
Yeah. In the coming days, we'll have to film it. I'll probably bring the tractor over to his property with the dump trailer, and we took down a bunch of trees. What, like 7 trees?
7 trees
in
at
one
the end
day,
of the summer.
At the end of the summer, yeah. So we're gonna go with the Grapple, load him up into the dump trailer, and bring him back here to split up. And whatever he needs for next year, he'll have, and whatever is left over, I can sell. That's the deal, huh?
Right. Yeah.
All right, so enough chit chat. We're gonna get to bucking up. I think my dad's gonna keep bucking up, and I'll grab the pickaroon and start shuffling rounds over to the splitter. So
Okay.
let's get to it.
Nice seeing you guys. And have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, the whole 9 yards.
All right, so we got that pile of maple all bucked up. We got a bunch of rounds over here, and we're gonna fire up the RuggedMade RS737 log splitter and start splitting. Now we're gonna be splitting directly into this IBC tote, and we're just gonna be throwing it in, and once it's full, we're gonna spin the tractor around and come on over here to the pallet pad. And this is all of the wood that will be seasoning over the winter and over next summer for next winter. So this is really, besides this little bit that I did right there, this is gonna be the first time we're splitting, you know, for next year.
That's a full tote.
That's a full tote.
That's a full tote.
How long do you say that was, you think? About
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah? Yeah, that was pretty quick. I don't know. I can look back on the camera and see how long the two videos were. But we got a full tote, guys. We're going to pick it up with the tractor and spin it around and go stack it on the pad behind. This stuff is nice. It's pretty straight grained, red maple and sugar maple. Nice mix. We're splitting some pieces bigger, some pieces small. Give the customers a good variety of sizes. Something I've been trying this year is giving, you see my dad picking up these like small kindling pieces and throwing them in there. I'm just stacking that stuff in the totes, and I'm planning on stacking it on the pad too, because it gives the customer, one, I get rid of it, and two, the customer then, as they, you know,
as it perks.
Right, but as they unstack their wood and bring it into the house for them to burn, they then have kindling that goes along with it, and it's one less thing that I have to handle. As you can see, you know, this is just from 2 days. Yesterday I split about 2 cords of ash, and we've been steadily burning it. So yeah, let's get this stuff stacked up. All right, guys, so as I start stacking up this wood, some of you that have been following the channel might have seen, I don't know what exact number it was. I think it was somewhere around video number 30. I posted a video of me loading my trailer, and I counted out a cord of, you know, 500, a rough estimate, pieces to equate to a cord. And then I did that compared to a measured cord, and I, you know, saw the difference. Because at one point, an old timer told me that 500 pieces, you can deliver it, you can count it, everybody's happy. He's never gotten any complaints. I did that for my first couple deliveries. I didn't get any complaints. Everybody seemed to be really happy with it, but I got a lot of comments on that video stating that I was doing it wrong. I really need to measure it out. A cord is 4 by 4 by 8, all this stuff. So I just want to clear some things up. This year, I'm changing the way that I do things. I did a lot of math, and a cord generally is 4 by 4 by 8, but what it really boils down to is that it's 128 cubic feet. Doesn't matter the dimensions. It could be, you know, 4 feet tall and, you know, 16 inches wide and X amount, you know, long. As long as it equates to 128 cubic feet, it's a cord. So it really doesn't matter the whole 4 by 4 by 8 thing. So since I cut my pieces to 18 inches to fit into the IBC totes, fits into my stove well, it fits into my parents' stove well, because we have bigger wood stoves. I don't like doing the 16 thing. 16 inch works well. You could do 3 rows of 16 equals 4 feet. You know, that's well and good. I'm doing 2 rows of 18. So 2 rows of 18 inches with some airspace in between, but the wood is 18 inches. So that equates to 36 inches of wood, which is 3 feet. So if I stack 3 feet deep rows by 4.5 feet tall by 9.5 feet long, I believe the math comes out to, or it's maybe 9 feet long. I'll have to double check, but the math comes out to 128.25 cubic feet. So I will be stacking all of my wood when I'm stacking it like this and not in the IBC totes to 4.5 feet tall, 36 inches deep, and then, you know, 9.5 feet long is going to be a cord. And this year I'm going to correlate and mark out 9.5 feet. That way I know when next year I have, you know, a cord that's sold, I can just come, have a visual, you know, paint marker or something and know that that's a cord. So I just wanted to clear that up. That's how I'm going to be doing things this year. Thank you to all those that gave me feedback on that video. It really made me think, because, you know, I never want to gyp the customer. I don't want to gyp myself, but I'd rather gyp myself than gyp the customer. I'd always rather give the customer more firewood than less, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's my name, you know, that goes around town, and I want people to, you know, want to buy my firewood. So that's about it. I'm going to get to stacking. I think my dad is going to join me. He just got a phone call. And yeah, if you got any comments or questions on how I'm doing this, put it in the comment section below. just got that tote stacked up. We're just about at 4.5 feet, and it's looking pretty good. I just explained to my father the measuring system that I'm gonna do this year, and I did double check with the calculator on my phone. The dimensions are gonna be 3 feet or 36 inches, which is 2 rows of 18-inch pieces by 4.5 feet tall by 9.5 feet long. So these stakes are at 4 feet. And as you can see, there's like another row up above the stake. So we'll call that 4.5 feet. And we're just gonna continue on down the line, and hopefully this pad will be filled up lickety split, pun intended. And then we can get those other 2 big, the mega pallets over here in front of this whole pallet pad and fill that up as well. Okay, so we got another IBC tote filled up. This is all the rounds that we got left, so that should fill up probably, I don't know, part of another IBC tote. I don't think another full one. So I'm gonna hop on the tractor, spin around, and bring it over to get stacking. So I was wrong, guys. That was another full tote right to the brim. And that's it. Right, Deb? No more rounds?
That's it. It's terrific. We did it pretty quick, too.
Yeah, I think that was about 20 minutes, like you'd said before.
Right, yeah,
We got a little pile here of, you know, cutoffs and cookies for the bonfire pit or for the burn barrel. But I think you guys know what is coming next. We're going to turn on the tractor, spin around, and we'll get to stacking. All right, guys, we just finished stacking up that third tote. I'm going to say it's probably a little bit less than a cord because we just loosed through it into the IBCs. We didn't, you know, actually stack it in just to stack it again over here. But I just grabbed the moisture meter. I'm going to test a couple pieces. I'm just curious, and I know some of you guys like to see. So this piece, what do we got?
35, 34, 34, 33.9.
35. See this piece. We got 31, 30. This is a red maple. Yeah. The red maple seems to be higher moisture content. What's
37.
that? Yeah. Red maple seems to be higher moisture content than the sugar maple. Here's a little piece of sugar maple. Yeah, sugar maple's at 28, which makes sense because the red maple was totally alive and the sugar maple was, you know, it was a big sugar maple tree, and this is the limb wood, and some of this limb wood, you know, the limbs were totally dead. So that explains that. We got a good start to the pallet pad, and I think that's going to wrap up this video, huh?
Cool.
It's going to be your last one for a while with your rotator cuff.
Yeah, right. That's it for me for, doctor said it'll take 6 months to fully heal. So, with now talking June.
It's a long ways away.
Yeah. I still have this on, though.
Oh, good. You can stack with one arm, right?
I could throw, I could stack. Once this, you know, gets past a certain point.
All right. So we'll wrap it up. Thanks as always, guys, for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up if you like the video. Be sure to share it with your friends if they're into this kind of stuff too. And if you got any feedback or questions, comments, put it in the comment section below. I'm Jake. He's Bob. This is Dude Ranch DIY. We'll see you here next time. Thanks again for watching.